Hi, I'm Hub Arkush, publisher and editor of Pro Football Weekly, along with our senior editor, Eric Edholm, with more of our NFL College Draft coverage. The 76th annual NFL College Draft brought to you right here by Verizon Fios. And in this segment, we want to talk a little bit about who's the biggest loser so far. Can I go first this time?
Absolutely.
Because I'm all over this one. Guys, the Carolina Panthers. That's right, the team with the #1 overall pick. Cam Newton, love him or hate him, we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about the Carolina Panthers with an asset you hopefully get once every 20, 25 years, a franchise-changing pick, a rookie head coach, and you take a guy that is a bag of trouble like Cam Newton. Physically, I get it. He may be a Hall of Fame player. Mentally, this guy is nothing but trouble. You want him to lead your football team. I cannot believe the Carolina Panthers took a leap like this with that valuable an asset.
Well, Hub, I'll give Marty Hurney, the general manager, some credit. This is a guy who's been extremely conservative with his picks. They're coming off a 2-14 season. There's going to be a change of scenario here. Steve Smith is probably on his way out of town. They haven't had that franchise quarterback in so long. They went through the most exhaustive search of any player you could imagine in the draft. Spent more time with this kid than anybody else. They put people on the line and said, is he a good kid? And the answers were all yes. They feel very confident about this. Hurney went against the grain and got a guy that he normally wouldn't pick.
All right, well, one other point before we put your butt on the line with your pick, because guys, they don't have a second-round pick. They have the worst group of wide receivers I've seen on an NFL team in probably 10, 15 years. What's the kid going to do? How's he going to grow? He's got to play from day one. Now, we know they've got a great offensive line. They're going to try and run the football. He's going to add to that, but they need to make him a quarterback. They need to prove he can play outside of the spread offense. I don't see how they're going to give him the assets he needs to do it. And to me, that just makes the pick that much goofier.
I think one of these strange years for quarterbacks, it's really hard to look and see, like, did any team really come away with a superstar? But if there's one guy who has special qualities that the other guys don't, I think it's Cam Newton. And this franchise needs a shot in the arm. I really think this could be an interesting pick for them.
Well, no more hiding. Come on, you got to give us the biggest loser, too, here. What do you got?
Right. For me, it's the Dallas Cowboys. You know, they're sitting there at 9, and one of the worst-kept secrets of the draft, Tyron Smith, their guy. And yet, with the knee concerns that he had, I think you could have gotten him down the line. If not, let's say the Lions were to take Tyron Smith further down, you could still come up and get an Anthony Costanza who lasted all the way to the 21. Look, imagine this. Jerry Jones drafting an offensive lineman, never done it. Cowboys haven't done it since '81, and not trading down when there were offers. When Washington got the extra second-round pick, you don't think Jerry Jones wanted that pick? They stand pat. They make this pick. I'm sorry, I'm uninspired.
All right, well, and you did this because you thought you were going to get me to defend Jerry Jones on tape, right? That's not going to happen. I'm going to agree with Eric on this, but I'm not going to say the biggest loser. I understand they had to get a left tackle. They did that. He probably has the best feet of the top prospects. He may be the most athletic, but I agree with you. There were 3 better left tackles on the board, and to take this kid #9, I think we got a couple of big losers here.
Yeah, well, I think, you know, you look at left tackle, Doug Free was pretty darn good last year. If they put him at right tackle, boy, he's got to bulk up and keep that weight. A lot of people were concerned that he put on a lot of weight in a short amount of time. You know, that suggests some sketchy things to some scouts out there.
All right, guys, the reason you go to ProFootballWeekly.com is there's that Contact Us button. Let us know what you think. Do we know what we're talking about here? You think there's bigger losers out there? We'd love to hear it. And while you're at ProFootballWeekly.com, you can follow us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for Way We Hear It, breaking news, and more analysis, where you can follow us on Twitter as well.